I'm not being able to film a whole bunch of content recently because I've been away, I've been busy, and I'm away again with work very, very soon. I want to take you down the garage with me today and give you a small little update on where we're at with a couple of the cars. We've also got some really bad news about one of the cars that you will have seen recently had a really lot of stuff done, and I can't really go into detail just yet about it. I'll explain briefly while we're down there, because that's one of the issues we've got to fix now. But while we're in my house, I know there's a new area to start in the house. Welcome to my house. I actually took my Vertex steering wheel off my S15 and I gave it a clean up. Now, this isn't sponsor or anything. I just thought this might be quite handy to people. I'm over the moon, to be honest, because I feel like it saved this wheel almost, because these are expensive ass wheels. And all I used was this stuff, Crep Protect Cure. I need to get some more. I bought this initially when I was like thinking I was gonna be a trainer head, like a sneaker head kind of guy. Also, super boring daily update, but new battery on the old girl. New pads and discs all round, new front tyres. She's had some love, she's feeling good. Just wish the aircon would work better, but other than that, this car is a beast. I love it. Just an update if anybody's interested. Just like magic, we're now down the garage and I'm joined by Morgan.
What's going on?
Morg C, at Morg C, no underscores.
What? You get it wrong.
So, obviously there's a big thing that you'll see on the Nissan. I cannot go into detail just yet, but one day when I can explain everything, I will. But you'll see it no longer has a roll cage in it. Right now, like I said, I can't go into detail. But I'll explain some stuff in a second about this. Let me get the keys. So like I said, I can't really talk about why the cage is out just yet, but once everything's clear, I will. But the main problem is, since it was removed, I believe a wire was snipped or cut by accident. I'm not blaming anybody for that. But now the fuel pump won't prime, so we need to work that out. Obviously, this car was going to be the car I took to all the shows this year, as well as the drift days. So it's obviously really disappointed me, the fact that now the car is basically useless, because it looks so much worse than it did before. So I can't take it to shows and feel confident. I've took the bumper up to Nick at Car Support Restorations to be all done, and the side skirts don't really need much doing, but the fact I can't even move it now really sucks. And the car is going to Dan Joyce very, very soon to fix it, basically. He's going to fix all the mechanical stuff on it, sort my arches out. Here is my dilemma. Right, so this whip. We've got a cameraman all of a sudden. I just gave Morgan the camera and now I've got a camera. Obviously this is my Honda Civic, if you're new here. This is my Honda Civic. I've been a bit like, man, I don't really know what to do with it. Well, now the S15 has huge issues and the next cage won't be going in until mid-August. Very grateful to Huxley Motorsport for understanding the situation and saying he can get me in even then, because I know how busy he is. Leaves me with this. Now this car, I've had it for so long, I've never really wanted to do a whole much with it other than kind of just store it away and enjoy it myself, because I don't particularly like people touching it and stuff, so I was just like, we'll just leave it. As of now, I don't have a car to take to events this year, and I want to get to more events this year, so the S15 will be at Gravity still, but it will look pretty turd. I've got some ideas to try and make it look a little bit better, but it's just gonna look pretty turd. Whereas this thing is basically there. Let me run down what this needs. The arches need the tabs taken off of the inside, because when the suspension compresses, the wheel hits the arch inside there. I've got a Dremel, so I can take that off. It shouldn't be too difficult, but it's still frustrating that I have to cut into fresh arches. It needs a stud replaced or re-threading. Don't know what to do yet. I don't know whether just to bang it out and put a new one in. I'm sure someone will have a spare, if anybody has a spare ARP stud anywhere, let me know. I'll love that, just to get that done. Needs the brakes on, because the brakes do not feel as sharp as I feel like they should, as far as I remember. So I'm gonna have that professionally looked at by somebody, so I'm not sure where to take that just yet, but I need to have that looked at. Now also, this. The wiring in here is a mess, and it bothers me. It really, really bothers me. So I need to set aside some time to tuck all the looms, basically. I'm much happier now with how it looks with all the OEM style bolts. I think that looks wicked. I think the paint looks great in here. But the wiring loom, as you can see, if you come on in, Morgs, you can see the wiring loom is a bit all over the place. It's not held in by anything, and I feel like it needs tucking. And we need to look at all the earths on this. I don't know whether because it's got fresh paint down, the earths aren't connecting properly, but the Speedo still does that weird Speedo thing, which I thought I'd resolved, but I haven't. They started doing it again the other day. But I've got more news. So if anybody remembers, on that car, on the Silvia, I have a number plate that is bought for the EK9. Do you remember that? Should we show them it? Just so they can remember?
Let's go.
It's kind of lame now. It was cool at the time because it was funny, because it was like a meme at the time, but with everything, the meme died. And now I'm left with a £500 number plate that's worthless. We have B16, See, that's so dead. I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there like, what the hell?
No idea what that is.
Yeah. So
you've probably got viewers that are younger than that, me.
Yeah. I'm going to take this number plate off and I'm registering this number plate to that Civic. But to do that, you'll know the car has to be taxed and MOT'd. Which means, I guess I'm having to get it on the road. Which is not exactly what I want to do, but I want to put this number plate on it and I want to be able to have a car to take to events and shows. So I think by a series of unfortunate events, see what I did there? The Nissan is now going to be my out and out drift car and not going to make it to show. It'll be at Gravity, you can have a look around it at Gravity, how scruffy it is. But this number plate is going to end up on the Civic, and I have bought another private plate for this, which is so relevant.
Have you got it yet?
I have got the paperwork for it, yeah.
Oh boy.
I had to put this one on retention to then, so I've got to wait for the paperwork to come back to then put it on this. But I'll spoil the surprise now, and it will read S15 Cry. I think it's so appropriate for how this car has made me feel over the last 2 years. I'll quickly run over what is going to go on with this. So before the weekend is over, maybe, I'm going to try and find some freeze spray from somewhere to get some of the sound deadening out while the seats are all easily detachable. We need to get this fuel problem fixed because I am not pushing it on and off trailers. So that can go, that idea can die instantly. So that's what I want to fix tonight, if possible. That's all I want to do, just be able to move it around again. I'm also going to try and get rid of all the yellow paint that you'll have seen.
Yeah, go.
All the yellow paint. Oh no, we're about to die. Let me put a new battery in. Right, we've got a new battery, so let me show the peeps. So what I'm going to have to do, because Huxley is going to design me a full cage in here. The stuff I'm going to have to clear up, like these need to come off, so I need to get a spot weld drilled, or I'll just let Dan Joyce sort that out. I'm not sure yet, but I need to get the plates off that were put in for this cage. Obviously all the yellow overspray that wasn't ever going to be a problem is going to have to now come off, so this needs to come off, and then I need to primer it and paint it. Now I'm going to use a Ford purple colour to do that, so I might try and do that this weekend. And I thank everybody that watched the Renault video, because the money I got from that, I'm going to be able to afford to buy the paint and stuff and resolve all of this. But the main issue I'm having right now, and I'm being straight up, is 100% the problem that it doesn't prime with the fuel. So, Morgan, do you know anything about this? Should we check the fuses first? Could there be a fuse that has gone that could cause...
Usually the first thing to check.
Right, we'll check that. That is why I love Morgan, because he has to change fuses on his S15 all the time. So he knows the URL to the English description to it.
It hasn't moved in 6 months. I haven't done to it.
But anyway, yeah, unfortunately this didn't work out, but it does mean now that we can do it again, basically. So it's not the end of the world. There's stuff I need to remove, and I need to find the plates that used to be in here. My harness bars are getting sent back down, so at least I can be relatively safe while we're drifting. It's horrible news. It's not how we wanted it to pan out, obviously, but I have to put my safety as #1, and that is the case. That's all I'll say for now. I'm sorry. Just repeat what you just said, so the people... just repeat this.
You may as well show them. So
No. Say it exactly how you said it, because you snaked me on camera a second ago. Say exactly what you just said.
I keep the fuse box diagram, because it's all in Japanese, open in a tab on my phone.
See, so this is what I mean. Everybody wants to know the pain of owning a Nissan Silvia. I had to buy a pair of these. The only brand I could find that were clear are friggin' Nismo, and they cost £58 delivered from Japan. Also, because unfortunately we cut the dash up to fit the cage in and stuff, this was just left dangling, so I'm removing this completely, and I'm putting aero catchers in the OEM bonnet. I really like those, and there's a link down below if anybody wants to grab them. We've got them listed on the website. They're a wicked product. They're all genuine, so it should be safe and sound. Because I need to do all of this stuff to the Civic, it doesn't sound a lot, but there's certain things that if you've watched my videos before, you'll know I absolutely despise. I hate building any form of engine. I absolutely hate wiring. I hate wiring, so this is why it's probably going to take me a little bit longer, because I need to read up and do research, but because Photobucket's dead, all the old forums that had all the how-tos now don't show photos, so it is a problem. If anybody knows how to tuck an engine bay on an EG and EK, I think they're all quite similar. Please let me know. I'm more than happy to like discuss it with you. I really would like to be able to do this, because if you guys are sound with it, then I would very much like to have this car at some events this year. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd come and check it out. I know it's not anything that special. I know it's just a Honda Civic, but the amount of work and hours and money that's been put into this thing does make it special to me. I've got a whole build thread thing there, and there's like another video of me explaining why all the parts are special on it. So it definitely needs properly looking at. I think it's all together okay. Like, do you know what I mean when I say that? I think it's all right. I think that's that. I think I've run down everything. I just want it to be as transparent as I can right now, you guys, about everything, because you guys are the reason why we make the videos, because obviously it's fun to interact with everybody. We live in the hood.
It's the 5-0.
Hide. Ow. You hit yourself so hard there. You idiot.
That was such a bad idea.
Sorry, that was so funny. But anyway, guys, I think it's time that it gets a bit of use, and who knows, if I start driving it around, you might even see me ending up battering it around on track. That's where we're at. Shall we try and fix this wiring? I won't. Shall we try and fix the priming of the fuel pump? We might as well have a look. We might as well have a look. I'm way more clear-headed than I was yesterday, because yesterday it was a very tough day for me. If you follow me on Instagram and sent me some positive vibes, super appreciate it. I got a lot of replies for that. We're gonna have a look and we'll tell you afterwards, because there's no point of you just watching us look at fuses and wires. No. So we'll catch up with you again shortly. I need to eat a sandwich as well, because I'm absolutely starving and I've got no food in my house. One more little thing I forgot to tell you about the Civic that needs doing. I got sent these by this super rad company called Track Door Cards. I didn't read the instructions before trying to fit them, and I didn't realise I'd have to drill holes in the door, which I will do. I just need a proper day to do that. So maybe try and do that this weekend. You'll see some more Civic content obviously coming if I'm doing all this. Really need to sort out a passenger seat for it, so I don't know whether I should put a ready K9 Recaro in it or something, just so there is a seat, and we'll go from there maybe. But we'll work it out, we'll find out, and we'll definitely have some fun with it for sure. Another huge disadvantage we're at the minute is because obviously we have a secret build going on in here at the minute, and we're going to do some work on that after this. But obviously I can't work on my cars in the big garage anymore. I didn't think that through before I took all the suspension and engine out. So yeah, we're lucky that we've got the blue skies and everything's good at the minute, but if we have some horrible weather, oh my god. Okay, we've actually found the issue. I've had to undo all this, but you can see here the wires did obviously get cut while the cage was getting removed, which is very annoying. But it's one of those things, we're gonna have to just keep doing this. Either way, that is the issue. That's why the car's not working. My G7X is broken, listen. Brilliant, so good, life's so happy right now. Oh well. We did some cutting, we did some taping and some twisting. Now Morgan, can you just hit that switch for me, boy?
Oh my god, where are the keys?
In it? No? Yep. Yeah, there they go.
We'll get there.
Got the Iron Hell jump pack on real quick. Big up Iron Hell. Yes! We are back in business! We are back. Oh, I nearly showed you the secret car. We are back in business. Oh, the relief. Woo! Just need to shout out to my absolute favourite company ever, Iron Hell. They've sent us this battery charger, man, and this thing is literally unbelievable. It's so good. They've got an amazing torch as well. Go on, More, give us a little point. These things are just making my life so much easier while we don't have the garage space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you Amazon links down below where you can actually grab these exact products if you want them. They are my links. I've just become an affiliate with Amazon, so it will obviously benefit me a little bit. I've never actually sold anything off there yet, but just keeping it all up to date. But Iron Hell, thank you so much for these guys. Honestly, it means a lot to me. Right, it is dark. The car is working again. I am very relieved. Oh, I'm so relieved. Thank you so much, Morgan. Morgan's just here, but we're going to have to do this.
Hold on.
We're going to have to do this because we can't see the secret car. So Morgan. So Morgan's single, ladies, if you want to hit him up. There's his Instagram.
Sign the DMs, boys.
Yeah, and if she's
Not
got
boys.
Oh! I mean, I'm not hating, man. It's 2019. You can do whatever you want, but if there's any boys out there have got mildly ugly lady friends, they can hit me up. It's fine. And yeah, so the Silvia is now back in action, and I'm very, very excited because obviously, see, this car has been quite the nightmare if you've been following my journey with it. But I feel like tonight has been the turning of the stove. Is that the right saying? No.
What?
Turning of the stove. Saying.
What are you gassing about?
Like, it's been the handing over of the torch. I don't know. Someone leave me a good saying in the comments. I don't know. But I'm very, very relieved that the car now works. It just makes it so... Passing of the torch. So that, I don't know. But it just means now it's much easier for us to get this around, which means it can go down joist and it's not going to cause any issues. I'm very excited to have it back. I hope you've enjoyed this video, my dudes. If you have, if you could leave me a fat thumbs up and a lovely comment down below just to let me know you have enjoyed it. Let me know about the Civic as well. Obviously, we spoke about that today. I've actually had a few really kind people on Instagram message me already to say that they will help me out with a wire tuck. So we'll try and work that out, even if it's over FaceTime, because some of them live quite far away and don't know if they're going to be able to come down and help. But this thing's about to get some huge progress. The Civic looks like it's about to get on the road and get a private plate back on it again, which is very exciting. And tomorrow I get to do some more stuff on the secret car and clean up the garage. Cheers everyone for watching. I'm so relieved. What's up, Morgan? Thank you again, dude. And Dan Joyce. Oh, Dan Joyce is the saviour of today. Please go give him some love. Say thank you so much for helping Adam get through this mental breakdown. And yeah, I'll see you again in another video. Peace.